a street lamp on the corner where the night begins to breathe. And a saxophone is drifting through the cracks between the leaves. I walk that little sidewalk when my heart feels out of tune, 'cause the city sings a lullaby beneath the silver moon. And that old street corner song keeps me holding on. A soft and lonely melody that knows where I belong. When the world feels cold and wrong, I go where the night is strong and listen to that street corner song. Yeah, man plays the rhythm with a story in his eyes. Says music is the only truth that never tells you lies. I drop a couple coins in, and he nods and starts again. A simple tune that somehow feels like meeting an old friend. Yeah, that old street corner song keeps me holding on. It wraps around the broken parts and makes them feel less gone. When life plays rough and long, I let the city hum along and follow that street corner song. So if you lose your footing, or your day turns out all wrong, just find a quiet corner. There's always a healing song. I'm walking down the alley where the neon starts to fade, thinking about the choices and the mess I always made. The rain is tapping softly like a drummer keeping time, and I swear I hear your footsteps walking somewhere next to mine. But all I've got is the last match in my pocket, a tiny spark to chase away the cold. I strike it just to see the world in amber. One little flame for stories left untold. Maybe you were fire, maybe I was small. We burned a little bright. So here I am, just a shadow in the city, trying not to think of what we could have been, holding on to the last match in my pocket, watching it fade like everything did. I walked into the evening with the wind against my face, carrying every memory I never could replay. The sidewalk felt familiar, like it whispered my old name, and every passing moment played a slow, forgotten game. Now I've got echoes in my coat, lingering like perfume notes, little ghosts of where I've been. They won't let go, won't let me in. So I walk this way with echoes in my coat. Some nights feel like strangers, some feel like the past, but the ones that hit the hardest are the ones that never last. So I keep the color up, let the city stay remote, and drift beneath the streetlights with echoes in my coat. I'm standing at the crossroads where the night begins to sigh, watching headlights paint their stories as the city drifts on by. One row whispers, stay a while, the other calls my name, and I'm stuck between tomorrow and a past I can't reclaim. At the crossroads after midnight, where the moon keeps shining low, I'm choosing between heartbeats and the places I could go. Every turn feels like a promise, Every step a little fight, caught alone with my decisions at the crossroads after midnight. No. Maybe there's no answer, maybe that's alright. Sometimes the soul just needs another quiet night. So I breathe in all the stillness, let the street lamp hold the light, and wait for dawn to tell me which road will treat me right. We sit across the table, but the room feels far and wide. Your eyes are saying something that your voice no longer tries. We're speaking plain and simple, but the meaning slips away. Two hearts that used to dance now barely sway. There's miles between our words tonight, silence holding on too tight. I reach for you, but find the space where love once lived in your embrace. It's funny how the quiet hurts, these miles between our words. Maybe it's the truth, but losing you this slowly feels colder than the proof. So I sip my drink and watch you fade, like dust behind the evening shade. Two strangers in familiar worlds, with miles between our words. Past our old cafe tonight, the one with fading blue. The chairs were still in sunlight like they used to be with you. I almost heard your laughter in the clatter of the cups. Funny how the smallest things can still mess someone up, 'cause there's a shadow of you on every street I roam, a whisper in the doorway, a ghost I can't disown. I tell myself I'm I swear that it's all through, but the nights keep drawing pictures in the shadow of you. Maybe time is healing, maybe I'm just slow, but forgetting comes in pieces, and mine don't seem to go. So I walk a little softer when the evening paints its hue, careful not to trip again on the shadow of you. The night was pouring shadows as I walked in from the rain, and the bar was filled with faces trying hard to hide their pain. The band was barely breathing, just a low and lazy note, and the air hung thick with secrets, rising softly from the smoke. There are secrets in the smoke tonight, curling through the fading light. Stories whispered, never told, warmed by whiskey edged in gold. Every soul a quiet joke, lost in secrets in the smoke. Maybe I belong here, maybe I just roam, searching for a truth the night won't let me take home. So I sit a little longer, let the moment stay unbroke, while the world keeps drifting by me in the secrets and the smoke. The city moves in rhythm, but it's not the one I know. People rushing past me in a dance that's lost its glow. I try to hum along with them, with the world tonight. Walking where the neon's too bright. Everyone's in motion. I'm drifting like a tide, out of step with the world, and a half beat out of pride. Maybe I'm just older. Maybe time slipped through, but the streets don't feel the same since they stopped holding you. So I keep my hands in my pockets, let the night keep swirling by. Out of step with the world, but still trying to try. I packed my worn-out suitcase when the daylight hit the floor. Told myself I'd disappear and I'd come back no more. But something in the quiet kept its fingers on my sleeve. A whisper in the alley saying, you're not meant to leave. So I can't leave this town tonight, though I swore I'd catch that flight. There's a heartbeat in the street lamps, there's a memory in the light. Every road says go, but something holds me tight. I just can't leave this town tonight. Maybe it's the echoes, maybe it's the past. Funny how the things you run from always run the fastest. So I sit back by the window, watch the city glow just right. Guess I'm staying one more evening. I can't leave this town tonight. I found your old photograph tucked inside a book I keep. The one I only open when the night won't let me sleep. Your smile was soft and certain, like you knew just what to say. Funny how a single picture steals the breath of yesterday. You're faded like a photograph, edges worn and colors half. Time keeps stealing little pieces till there's barely any left. But I hold you close the way I can. In memories time can't quite erase. Even if you're fading like a photograph. Maybe I remember more than what was true. But sometimes broken memories are all we're left to do. So I slip the picture back again inside the pages where you laugh, keeping what remains of you from fading too fast. I pulled the curtains halfway so the moon could spill inside. Made 2 cups on the table, though I knew you wouldn't ride and arrive. The clock kept tapping softly like a dancer out of time, and I whispered to the silence, tonight you should have been mine. So I'm waiting at the window, watching shadows come and go. Your promise hangs in the doorway like a song I used to know. Maybe hope's a foolish pastime, but it's one I can't let go. So I'm waiting at the window. Maybe you got busy, maybe you forgot. Funny how the smallest maybe still tie the tightest knots. So I blow out all the candles, let the lonely evening flow, yet somehow find myself again waiting at the window. The morning hit me sideways, running quicker than my breath. Folks were chasing something shiny, like they're racing time to death. I tried to match their rhythm, but my heartbeat missed the cue. Guess I'm built for softer moments, not the rush they hurry through. I'm a slow man in a fast world, taking life one quiet swirl, while the city keeps on spinning. I just watch the night unfurl, let them chase their silver endings. I'll keep my gentle flag unfurled, a slow man in a fast, fast world. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, maybe that's my charm, moving with the music at a pace that keeps me warm. So let the world keep running, let the neon stay unfurled. I'll sip my drink in silence, a slow man in a fast world. I thought I'd slip away unnoticed, blend into the fading day. But then I reached out behind me, like it had something to say. It wrapped me in its quiet, in a tune both low and deep, a melody that knew the secrets I pretend I never keep. That's when the night found me, softly, carefully, telling me the things I hide aren't really free. In the hush of midnight's plea, I learned what truth can be when the night found me. Maybe it's the darkness, maybe it's the calm, but shadows speak a language light can't put its hands on. So I walk a little slower, where the moon bends through the trees, still hearing what it whispered. When the night found me, I wandered through the evening like a note without a tune, chasing bits of quiet underneath a ragged moon. The city felt too heavy, every heartbeat out of place, till I found a little corner with a soft and gentle grace. Just a little piece in a big world, a tiny light but small things whisper truths that pull us back from fear. So I stay a moment longer, let the chaos stay unfurled, holding tight to that small comfort, my little piece in a big world. You were standing by the doorway with the soft light on your face, and time slowed down around you like it couldn't leave that place. I opened up my mouth to speak, but silence took the lead. Funny how the deepest truths are the ones we never read. These are the words I never said, the ones that stayed inside my head. They hovered on the quiet air, afraid to fall, too weak to dare. Now they haunt the nights I tread, those words I never said. Maybe I was foolish, maybe I just froze. Sometimes love is fragile and too shy to expose. I was walking past the corner where the streetlights hum and sway, when a whisper of your laughter drifted softly my way. Didn't think I'd ever hear you in the echoes of the night, but there you were, a fleeting ghost beneath the amber light. You came back in a memory, quiet as a faded key, just a flash of who you were, soft as smoke and hard to see. Didn't stay, didn't speak, just brushed the edge of me when you came back in a memory. Maybe it was nothing, maybe it was more. Strange how old emotions still linger at the door. So I kept on walking slowly, let the moment wander free, still feeling that small tremble when you came back in a memory. Caught a little shiver when I stepped out on the street, like someone whispered softly from a shadow at my feet. I turned to see who called me, but the night was clean and still. stood in the doorway with a smile that bent my will. There's fate in the doorway tonight, leaning in the amber light. Doesn't speak, just waits for me, calm as quiet destiny. Every step feels wrong or right, with fate in the doorway tonight. Maybe I've been running, maybe I should stay. Funny how a single thought can turn the world another way. So I breathe a little deeper, let the moment choose its fight, and walk toward the soft silhouette of fate in the doorway tonight. I saw you by the lamplight, with a smile you didn't keep, like a secret meant for someone who was walking in too deep. We brushed the edge of something, just a flicker, just a glance. Two strangers on the borderline of almost having chance. We almost had a chance, you know, a spark beneath the evening glow, a heartbeat hanging in the air, a silent stay away. dreams can slip between us before we hold them tight. So I keep that tiny moment tucked where memories softly grow. A little flame of what we were when we almost had a chance.